All right, it's time for another weekly Squardle. This is weekly Squardle number 60. Now, last week we did a starting with KLMNO, the letters KLMN and O, and we'd done the previous letters. So somebody suggested, of course, P, Q, R, S, and T, and they said plain, quest, rocky, swamp, and theft. So sure, why not? Plain, quest. By the way, if you're not familiar with Squardle, I mean, we're on number 60. I think people probably know what's going on by now. Okay, we got an S and an E, but this is like Wordle on a grid, and we're doing a row and a column at the same time, and this 3 here is how many guesses we have remaining, which seems like not enough, obviously, because there's 10 words to guess, and we haven't got any of them yet. But when we complete a word and get all 5 of the letters, then we get a bonus guess, so. All right, now look at this first column here. There's a P, L, and A, and we've already got the S. So that's pretty interesting. Now, the L could be at the top. We do have the yellow and the orange. We also could have an A up there. This could be lapse. Lapse, that's possible. And we got L, A, lapse. Okay, I like that. There's an N in this bottom row, and it can't be fifth. Could do something like this. Not sure what that would be though. I don't know. All right, let's look. Where else do we want to look? There's an R and an E in this middle row. So P, R, E. Sure, that could work. Well, I do know that there's an L and an A in this top row. I'm thinking lapse possibly. I'm not sure what else it would be actually. It needs to have an L, A, and P, and we've got the S fourth already. No, yeah. No, I was gonna say it could be something like clasp, right, with the P at the end, but the L and the A can't be second and third. Yeah, I think it has to be lapse, and we know there's an L and an A up here, so I'm thinking, do I want to just do lapse? But I'm also wondering, because we know there's no P or S in the first row, and we know the E can't be at the end. There could be an E in that first row, but it can't be at the end here because of the yellow E. So I'm also tempted to do the LA with something else, because if we know this is lapse, we can get the P and the E when we're doing the rows later. And it might be better to check for some new letters as opposed to doing those, you know, not getting any information up there because the P, S, and E we know are wrong, so. You know what? You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking about lapel. That's kind of a compromise. So we've got the LAP, and it'll still check for an E in the first row as a possibility, because it can't be last. It'll also check the fourth row and column for E's, which I think would be helpful. And the last row and column for L's, which isn't bad. Oh, you know what? Before we do that, I just noticed we have the red Y here. So there's a Y in this last column, but it can't be at the end because of the white Y here. So this word has a Y. The last column has a Y, but it's not at the end, which is interesting. It's also not third, which is a common place for the Y if it's not at the end. So now I'm kind of wondering if there could be a Y up here, if it could start with a Y. But I don't think, like, you know, lappy or something is a word, so. There's also an H in that last column, but it's not at the end either. And there's no T, so the H can't go with a T, so it can't be like synth. There's also no N. All right, I'm just gonna do lapel. We'll see what happens. Okay, good, so we found the A. There is an E in, okay, and this is definitely an E now because we got the red E, which we thought it was an E anyways, but, and there's an E in the 4th column here, but it can't be 4th or 2nd or 1st. It could be here. It's probably there because if we've got 2 E's already in this bottom, yeah, because in the bottom row, we've already got 2 E's. There needs to be an N. If this was an E, this would have to be the N. I don't think that's a thing. So I think that E is gonna be right there. Which then means, oh, and this one is a definite E now. No, it's not, never mind. No, because this E can be pointing at the green E down there. But there could be a double E here. It could be something like, well, can't be preen. So it can't be an N at the end there. So maybe this isn't an E. Maybe this is, this be an I? This could be an I, something like pride. What's this gonna be down here with the 2 E's? And it has to have an N either 2nd or 4th. If it's here, then it feels like it's gonna end in a T, something like, you know, event or something. But this can't be, oh, enema. I was gonna say can't be enemy, but we do have the red M here, but it can't be a Y, so enema, that's pretty good. And then, Hydra. Oh, that's a Y, this is an R. There we go, Hydra, that's really good. Okay, and that puts the H there, which means, let's see, what do we have? We just have the L-A. Latch, maybe? Could we put a, no, we can't have a T up there. There's the white T here. What about laugh? What do we know about you? Do we know anything about you? Did we guess a U somewhere? We guessed a U somewhere. Where did we guess a U? Oh, right here. Here's the white U. The white U there. Okay. So yeah, this could be laugh. Laugh. That would be good. Well, I mean, urine is possible, I guess. Maybe array. Array? Not liking. No, I don't like that. Apron. Apron? What's this, though? Maybe not urine. This could be sonar, and gleam, and aptly, and, oh, solar and utile. There we go. I think that could be it. So, it doesn't really matter now whether we do the rows or the columns because we're not gonna be able to do the H and the E when we get to the final one. So it's gonna take, yeah, so let's do apron. Let's just do the columns, okay? And then utile, and gleam, and hydra, and then we just have to do the E. There's just one extra, oh, but it's, I was gonna say extra to do the E, but we can't do extra to do the E. So we'll end with a smile instead. How about that? All right, very nice. Well, you know, maybe I should have done laps instead of lapel, because I don't know how much lapel helped us, and I would have had that E, so it would have been one less guess to do at the end probably, but you never know. That's the way this goes sometimes. You're just hunting for information, you never know what you're gonna find. So, all right, well, laugh, aptly, pride, solar, enema, lapse, apron, utile, gleam, and hydra. There you go, pretty interesting. So having the Y second here was definitely interesting. Yeah. All right, cool. Let me know how this weekly Squardle went for you. And I guess we're moving on to UVW, X, and Y next. And then we'll have to figure out what to do with Z. So let me know if you got suggestions down in the comments. And of course, be sure to like and subscribe. And I'll see you again soon with some more puzzles. Now, here comes the fun part. The patient was then instructed to plug their nose and blow, kind of like 8, which is 19 minus 11. Yeah, that'll work. So 7 times 3. Okay, well, lucky guess, I guess. And we need an L or an E still. So we have an I, we need an L or an E, we need an O or a T, we need an O or an R. Well, that was really bad. Really, really bad. So the only words that use the W or the L are the words that start with the W and the L. So, oh, poo, like Winnie the Pooh.